jamming some Cypress Hill over there again.
I think you're right.
I was jamming that last night.
It's a good choice.
Black Sunday.
Yeah.
That's the... Cock the hammer, it's time for action.
It's been a while.
Oh man,
Did you have a good Disney trip?
it was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just the size of all of those Disney properties and all those roller coasters, all just one huge. It's almost incomprehensible.
Yeah.
I guess it like straddles 2 counties. It like goes on forever. It's crazy. But yeah, I literally it was overwhelming, honestly, like how much stuff there was there.
Yeah.
Galaxy's Edge was amazing. All of the rides are incredible. Like some of the crazy stuff they're doing at the rides now are just bonkers. Like I think the most impressive ride, however, there's an Avatar ride from the movie Avatar in the Pandora section of the park, which is an Animal Kingdom. And the whole premise of the ride is they're putting you in an Avatar body, and they're going to let you fly a Banshee, or the things that they fly in the movie.
Yeah.
And you get into this little room, and there's like 4 or 5 of you in this room, and you sit on these it's almost like a motorcycle thing. It's like this thing you straddle, and you've got like handlebars in front of you. You've got like a control panel readout, and it like locks you into it. You get up, and there's like a bar that comes across your back to like hold you in this thing, and the wall is like right here in front of you, And then they have you put on these glasses, and they do the whole thing where, like, just like in the movie, you like go into the Avatar where there's like, it just looks like you're going to warp speed. All of a sudden, the wall has vanished, and I can't even imagine how giant this screen must be, but it's like encompasses your entire field of vision. So like you can look, all over the place. Everyone around you has vanished, and you're just in the movie. I mean, it's the only way to describe it. Like this is how, like, all-encompassing it is. So you're on this thing, it's disappeared. Like the control panel's like gone. You're just holding on to this thing. You can feel it breathing between your legs. Like you can I felt it start to move, and I'm like, what is going on? It's the thing breathing underneath you. And yeah, I mean, the most immersive, incredible thing I've ever been on.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if it wasn't a 2-hour wait to get on it, I would have like hopped right back on.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, the rides, I mean, they're doing so many crazy things now where it's not just like, well, you go get on a ride and ride it. They're like experiences now. So like, the Rise of the Resistance is like, the storyline is you're trying to escape from the First Order. So you go into this big room, and like BB-8 and Rey are there, and they tell you they're gonna try and get you out of here. All these Resistance fighters lead you to this big shuttle. So everybody gets on the shuttle, and Poe Dameron's X-wing is like there as you're getting onto it. And so the thing is, like, you get on the shuttle, and it takes off and shoots you into space, and you get captured by the First Order, and they tractor beam you into a Star Destroyer. So the next time the door opens, it's not where you just left in the park. You're on the bridge of this giant Star Destroyer, like the bay. And then the First Order has you, so they capture you, and they take you into these interrogation chambers. And then, so you're sitting in this interrogation chamber, and this whole interaction happens where Kylo Ren and Hux like come over the top of your cell and like are yelling at you, and then they leave. And then the wall that's next to you gets cut open. It's like a laser welder cuts open the wall, and it's the Resistance, and they're trying to get you out of the Star Destroyer. They're trying to help you escape. And that's the part where you go in and you actually sit in a ride. And then the ride happens, and it's you in this little pod, like zooming through the Star Destroyer trying to get out. You get to an escape pod, and then these escape pods like jettison you out of the carrier, and you crash land back into the theme park. And where you get out, it's like a junkyard. There's all this debris and like other escape pods there. Like it was pretty nuts.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
We should build one of those out back here.
Yeah. Oh, pardon me.
It's too gnarly.
Yeah, it was great in the Galaxy's Edge part of the park. Like all of the people that work in the park are in character there, so they all talk to you in like Star Wars lingo. And if you try to talk to them about like something normal, they like if you ask them about a car, they'll be like, "You mean a speeder? Like what are you talking about?"
Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to check that out at some point.
Here is. I took so many pictures.
You look Jeremy Darrick Patrick. He exists.
Yeah. I know. I showed him some vacation.
Oh.
That's a Coca-Cola stand. That is a droid. Like it moves around and talks, or beeps and whatnot. You get Coca-Cola, but it comes in little thermal detonators that you drink it out of.
Yeah. How much is it?
Anyway, it was like $6. Yeah. They have ships, like docked all over the place. Let's see here. This was like a little bazaar, so it goes back in there, and all these little stalls are different shops and things. Here we're coming up to, you can kind of see the Falcon there in the background.
Yeah.
First Order shuttle. This was like a mural they had in one of the shops. It was really cool. So this shop sold legacy lightsabers. So it was basically like all the lightsabers from the different films you could get there. This was a Geonosian. That was just like they just have these random creatures all over the park.
That's neat.
This is so you can see what a Sarlacc looks like under the sand.
Oh, I'm just gonna say right.
Oh no, you're the one actually working. We got some blue milk, which you can get with rum too, which was nice.
Blue milk with rum.
Blue milk.
I would
Yeah.
love some right now, please.
Yeah, it was really good. It's the lightsaber that I built. So we went through this whole ceremony where you build a lightsaber. You pick out your kyber crystal and all this stuff. That was great.
That's cool.
All right.
Nice.
Then we're walking up to where the Falcon is.
That's pretty good.
You can ride the Falcon. Is the other thing. There's a whole nother ride where you get onto the ship, and it's not like a car. It's literally a like one-to-one creation of the cockpit of the Falcon that you sit in, and you control it. So like there's 2 pilots, pilot, co-pilot, 2 gunners, and 2 engineers, and it's like a giant video game. Like you actually, the ride changes depending on what you're doing in the cockpit. Yeah.
How's it going?
And then we got into, there was this cantina then, and it's literally like just out of the movies. Again, it's a full actual bar. They have this droid back here, was the DJ of the bar, and it's all, you know, it's all like music, like not music from Star Wars, but like music that would be in that universe.
Yeah.
So, and this was in the Droid Factory. So here you could go, you could actually build a droid at this place. Like they had this conveyor belt with like junk on it, where you pull out your droid parts from that and like put together a droid. This was waiting to get on Rise of the Resistance.
See, they need restaurants like that, like McDonald's, where they're everywhere.
Yeah. There's Poe's X-Wing. There's another X-Wing. Oh, that was lunch. This is like a fishmonger. And all these crazy alien fish. So this was a walk around the Falcon. And again, full-size Falcon.
What would you price one of those out if we got one for the store?
Like, I don't know. I don't even know, like 5 million? Yeah. And then this was all the, you know, like Tower of Terror and the rest of the... Because the Galaxy's Edge part of the park is in the Hollywood park that has all the... it's like all the recreation of like Rodeo Drive and all that stuff. Let's see, I took this from my niece. This is a giant dinosaur-themed restaurant and store that they've got.
That's cool.
And this was all Magic Kingdom. They had these these little herring cranes like walking around all over the place, just like eating trash.
That's their cleanup crew?
Yeah. Let's see. Oh yeah, this was the Contemporary Hotel at Disney. So this is the hotel that's got the monorail running through it. So like the interior of the hotel is just this giant cavern, basically. I took some shots of stuff I wanted to buy online. This giant Uniqlo store. Giant Lego serpent, like coming out of the water. And Epcot, so we went through all the different like areas of Epcot. This was the Japanese pavilion, which had the best food. All sorts of different sake you could get. Like we spent a lot of time there, honestly, just eating and drinking. And they had this big pagoda, where like every hour on the hour they would do a taiko drum performance.
That looks cool.
Venice. This was Germany. This is the food we got in Morocco. China. This was the Norse pavilion, like they had it done up like a Nordic village. A big troll they had in one of the gift shops. Mexico. And this is inside that Aztec temple. There's like this whole area where it's like nighttime and there's a restaurant in there. This was the front of the Guardians of the Galaxy ride. And then inside they had all these different like models and things. They had this whole recreation of the city of Xandar, and they were projecting stuff down onto it. So you would look at this model, and it was like there was traffic like running around it. Like it would light up and highlight the different areas they were talking about. And this ride was cool. So this was the Guardians ride. So this is another one where, like, the whole premise of it is the Nova Corps has made contact with Earth, and you're part of like a tour group that's gonna go look at one of their Star Cruisers. So they take you into this room, and they teleport you to the Star Cruiser. So you're in this room, and like the lights flash and go on, and when the lights come back on, you're in a completely different room, you know. And you're on this cruiser, and the cruiser gets attacked by a Celestial, and the Guardians of the Galaxy are there, and so you have to help the Guardians keep track of where this Celestial is going. So they get you through these rooms and put you on escape pods. The escape pod is a roller coaster. But the cool thing about this coaster is it's you know, loop-de-loops and all this stuff in the dark, but the carts that you're in on the coaster spin. So like as you're on this roller coaster, the cart you're in is like spinning and moving around, and yeah, it's insane. We'll go to at night. And yeah, this was in the Animal Kingdom. They had this whole like dinosaur museum.
Are those real bones?
No, replicas, but I mean really well done.
Yeah.
And they had this was going towards Tibet, so they had this whole area done up like you know, like an outpost on the outskirts of Everest. And all the stuff at this exhibit is actually from Everest. It's all like stuff that people have left on the mountain. On the mountain. Let's see. All these little like temples and things. So then they also had, you could do a like safari through the park. So like they have a huge part of the park that's just a giant nature preserve. And so like here, see there's a white rhino.
Oh yeah.
Sitting back there.
Laid out.
And then let's see, we'll find another good one where you can actually see the animals. Okay, yeah, there's some giraffes just hanging out there.
Chilling in the
They
shade.
had, you know, gazelle and antelope and all sorts of things. Yeah, here's a better shot of the zebras. Or zebras, the
Those zebras
giraffes.
look weird.
Just chilling out, eating.
Yeah.
This was a big pond full of flamingos. I didn't get a shot. Honestly, like some of the stuff, I was just like taking it all in. I didn't have my camera out through the whole thing. Oh yeah, here's
That's a lot of it is sometimes you're sitting there and you don't have your camera out and you're looking like, this is great, and you're like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a picture so I remember this. And it's one thing showing it to somebody, but it's like you remember
Yeah.
being there at the moment.
another. This was a black rhinoceros, just hanging out under a tree.
Bunch of lazy little nappers.
They are. Then there was this. They said this was kind of weird, but there's this random clutch of ostrich eggs that they were just on the side of the road there.
Did they say the mom will come back for them? Or?
Well, they apparently ostriches just lay eggs, sort of like chickens, like could just lay them all the time.
Yeah.
So they were like, I forget how many they said. It was some crazy number. They said they would lay like up to 90 eggs a month, and they're like, not all of them are fertilized. Like sometimes they just drop eggs.
Huh.
You know. But yeah, then we were in. This was in Africa. These guys were doing this whole like drum and dance performance. And this was going into Pandora from Avatar. They have the floating mountains. This was a restaurant that we ate at called the Rainforest Cafe. They had all these giant aquariums all over the place. And so ringing the restaurant are all these animatronic animals. And every now and then, like, a rainstorm would kick up in the place, and, like, the lights would dim, and all this lightning would flash, and all the animatronics would, like, go crazy. Like these lions we were sitting next to. Or tigers, rather. This is the entrance. You go through these giant aquariums. This is a shot from underneath it, but that's the giant tree of life that's like the center of the animal kingdom. I think this is more of Pandora. Yeah.
Under the mountain.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And then, so this area of the park, at night, everything is illuminated by black lights. So just like in the movie, like everything is glowing. I couldn't get any good shots of that because it's hard to get that on the cell phone. But there were even like a lot of the plants. If you go up to them and you touch them, they're like touch sensitive. So like you touch this plant, and it would like glow where you were touching it, and you could feel it like it would start to like vibrate. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
The
Yeah.
whole place was
All that.
bananas.
Yeah. That looks amazing.
Uh,
It'd be cool to live there for a year and really just take it in.
oh, you could very easily. Yeah.
So he'd be like, hey, he won the lottery, but he's broke. What happened? Be like, he lived there for like 3 years.
Yeah. Oh, Disney will get all your money for sure.
Oh, that's really neat. I haven't seen that stuff.
I hadn't been there since the 90s, so it's changed quite a bit.
Yeah.
I think the last time I was there, like, Hollywood Studios was brand new, and I don't even think we went for that one.
Darrick, you're missing an Ace Frehley album from start to finish.
I miss everything back here. How's it going, man?
Right.
Good. Any help with anything? You just checking it out?
Just checking out. I got it on file.
Alright, cool. Yeah, if you need to check anything out, just let me know.
Oh, thanks.